So this episode's on the rudder build. I'd hope to have the launch in the same episode. It's going to be too long with that. We're launching in a few hours time, 3 or 4 hours time, so I've got to finish this rudder and hang it. I'm a bit of a flap to do that. Go to the workshop, we'll watch the rudder build, and then in a week's time after I've edited it, we'll have the launch video. But we're launching in a few hours time, so wish me luck. Man, that's heavy. We're here at last building the rudder. The way it's constructed is simply there's 3 essential planks 50mm wide or 2 inches wide that are edged on, glued and then pinned through. The first one, the main one, will go from the top of the transom down to the bottom of the keel, and that's the longest one. The next 2 are much shorter. They're the curve of the rudder, the sort of trailing edge of it. It's going to be a bit of a mission to mill this tin because it is quite thick. I won't be able to cut all the way through. I haven't got a bandsaw to do that. So I'll use a skill saw to cut sort of some way through both sides, and then I'm going to have to cut the rest by hand. Once it's done, I've got a planer thickness, although I think this is possibly a little bit too wide to go through it. A jointer, some people call that. It's a very flat rudder. It's not got a hydrofoil or aerofoil sort of shape to it at all, so the actual blade is very flat. There's these cheeks. So this piece here is the top that came off of the boat. The other half is floating around the North Sea somewhere. It was ripped off, so we've just got the top bit here. And you can see it's quite thick. There's a 50mm sort of run here, and then there's 2 cheeks that are just sort of attached on the face at either side, just to strengthen and fatten up the top of it. Cutting on this. I wonder if it's worth getting hold of a bigger saw. I'll do this and do both sides. It's only come down, well, it's like 50mm, 55mm. 55mm on the other side, it's 110. It's going to leave 140 to cut by hand, which can be done. Maybe I've just got that's a lot to cut, man. It's going to be a real chore. I wonder if it's worth seeing if someone's got a bigger saw. Excellent. See what we've got out of this. Playing on this is absolutely lovely. So now a chainsaw isn't the most subtle way of cutting a piece of timber. It has done it. I couldn't afford to get hold of a bigger skill saw. Nobody had one. I couldn't rent one. And the real sizable ones are really expensive. So chainsaw it was. It's done the job. I've definitely got enough thickness all the way down, even in the most narrow bits where the saw's drifted a little bit or angled over. That's plenty thick enough. So I can run this through the thicknesser and it should be a good dimension. Looks a lovely bit of wood actually. It's very heavy, very hard, but it does look a nice grain on it. I'll be interested to see it once it's all planed down and whatnot. That'll be the next job. Don't worry about saying shit or swearing around here, we'll just get all cut anyway. So we've got this timber milled now, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. It's a really beautiful wood. We think it's green heart. I think we've all sort of concluded that's probably what it is. It's really bloody heavy is what it is. And apparently Ernest Shackleton's boat Endeavour was clad in green heart, and when it was discovered a few years ago it was in almost pristine condition. So it's a real good wood for marine environments apparently. Sheer luck that I got it, but there it is. It's milled up lovely. There was a couple of gouges where the chainsaw had sort of drifted off. That's gone deeper than the thickness that I needed. They're quite small to be honest, and it's a rudder, so you know I can sort of feather them out a little bit, they'll be fine. So I'm going to use this to start and get the shape from the drawing that I printed off to scale, that I found a picture online. So I'm going to use that to get the shape of the rudder. I'm thinking that it's going to be, and from the scale it is going to be, these two pieces will just about make it without having to have a third piece on the end there, the trailing edge. So that pleases me. Raining again. So thinking about making the curve on the bottom of this rudder bigger. I think what I've drawn out looks pretty close to the picture I have, but I'm thinking I've curved it more. I don't know if it's the right decision. I'm going to have a look at it and see what I think. Yeah, hello. Yeah, I'm liking that. Not loads, but some. From here to this one. So I just think it makes it look a nicer shape. I'm happy with this. Let's get rid of that. So I'm happy with this this rudder shape. I think the size is good. I think it looks pretty close to the drawing I have, and is to scale to the drawing I've got. So all that's left is to cut it, which is probably going to be a lot easier said than done. So I've got this drill set up. It's a 300mm drill bit, and the boards are 250mm wide, so it will pilot the second board. I've got a bit of wood to help keep it sort of steady, to keep my arm steady, but I've got a laser line on this. Hopefully that should keep it nice and square, and I can eyeball the other piece, you know, the other direction across here. So hopefully with this little system, I don't know if you can see it or not, but hopefully with this system we'll be good to go. So here's the big reveal. Let's see. We want the hole to be halfway down the thickness of this piece of wood on this line. Let's see how my luck was. I can't see, I'm going to have to come round. Not bad, not perfect. That's a bit of a shame there. I've drifted up a bit. Pretty square on the line though. So because it was slightly off centre, where it came out by about 5mm, I'm going to go down straight here and hopefully the bar will bend. If I kept going it would just come out a little bit too close to the side of the wood, so hopefully I can do it this way. Not ideal, but we'll be alright. That's through. And that one feels good. It feels grand. So we can get bar through. So I just want to cut a bit of this wood away so I can countersink the place for the bolt to go through for this bar, so I can strap these two bits of wood together, and then I'll deal with the second hole that drifted off a little bit. I'm hoping the bar will go through because they're in line, it's just one curves out a little bit, so I might be able to whack it through, we'll see. But I'll get this one done. Curious how this is going to cut with the jigsaw, so let's see. You can live in hope that one jigsaw is going to be better than the other. It's not going to be. Give up on that one. And it's cutting. And it's cutting alright, but it's bloody slow. This is so hard, this wood, man. really squeezed some of this epoxy out, it has, so that's good. So I'm out of the tranquility of the workshop and in a bit of a flat because 4 hours we're launching. So I've got to finish the rudder, it's not hung. Got to drill out the pintle thing where the old pintle snapped, and that was being a bit of a bugger. So bit of a dash, but the rudder's built. I've just got to get it hung and anything else that we need to do for launch. Right, so pop it here for a sec, and then, as I say, it's going to be a bit of a mish, but that goes onto there. Now, come onto here. Now let it rest onto there. Yeah, happy? You good?
Yeah.
Good, you there?
Yep.
Good. Right, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Right, that's good as well, because now, just put that on. There we are. I'm marginally out on that, but you good?
Right.
Yeah, you just pin this.
Do you need it right?
Just pin it. Anyway, let's...
You do, but I don't think...
That's clear. I will take a little bit more off. It is clear though.
Yeah.
I will take a bit more off though. Wicked.
Well done.
Yeah. Well, it was a bit of a rush at the end, but it's on. Look at that. Good. Nice one, girl. You got your rudder back. A little bit of an abrupt ending to this episode. As you can see, we were somewhat under the cosh at the end there. The rudder isn't actually finished, it's finished itself practically, but it needs the holes plugging, edges rounded and painting, those types of things, which will be done over the winter. We needed the boat in the water for a couple of weeks to keep our mooring, plus to see if there's anything major wrong that we could deal with over the winter. As you can see, things have changed somewhat around here, so the launch of Tevita is the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you can join me for that one too. Cheers.